Have you ever looked at the calendar and thought, wait, wasn't it January just yesterday? Or maybe you've had that feeling that summer break as a kid felt like a lifetime. But now a whole year flies by in what feels like a blink. You're not alone. There's a strange, almost spooky phenomenon that most of us notice as we get older. Time feels like it's speeding up. But why? Today, we're diving deep into why time seems to move faster as we age. And spoiler alert, it's not just in your head. Let's start with this. Time itself isn't speeding up. A second is still a second. An hour still has 60 minutes. Your birthday still comes once a year. Physically, nothing's changed. But psychologically, that's a whole different story. Our brains aren't clocks. They're more like editors of reality, filtering and compressing experience. And the way they edit time changes depending on how old we are, how much we're paying attention, and even how much novelty we experience. One popular explanation is the proportional theory. It goes like this: the older you are, the smaller 1 year feels compared to your entire life. Let's break that down. To a 5-year-old, 1 year is 20% of their entire life. That's a huge chunk. But to a 50-year-old, a year is only 2% of their life. So even though the calendar year is the same length, it feels shorter because it's a smaller fraction of your total life experience. It's like adding a drop of dye to a glass of water Vichy's, a swimming pool. The dye spreads in both, but it's way more noticeable in the small glass. Another big factor: memory. Our perception of time is heavily influenced by how many new memories we're making. When we're kids, everything is new. The first time we ride a bike, the first time we go to school, the first time we taste sour candy and instantly regret it. All that novelty creates dense, vivid memories, and when you look back, it makes that time feel longer and richer. But as adults, life gets more routine. We wake up, go to work, scroll our phones, eat dinner, repeat. Without as many new experiences, the brain doesn't lay down as many strong, unique memories, and as a result, time feels like it flew by. Psychologists call this the reminiscence bump. We tend to remember our teens and 20s more vividly than any other time. Not because they were necessarily better, but because they were packed with new experiences. Let's talk attention. Ever notice how time slows down when you're in a stressful or exciting situation? Like when you're narrowly avoiding a car crash, or during the last few seconds of a basketball game. That's because your brain kicks into high gear, focusing more intensely and storing more detail. When we pay close attention, it feels like time stretches out. But most adults are constantly multitasking or stuck in autopilot. We're checking emails while cooking dinner, thinking about tomorrow while binge-watching shows. When we're not truly present, we don't lay down many lasting memories. And fewer memories equal sign a faster feeling passage of time. It's kind of ironic. The more we check out, the faster life seems to go. Okay, now let's get nerdy for a second, because biology plays a role too. As we age, certain areas of the brain slow down. In particular, the prefrontal cortex, which is involved in planning, attention, and time perception, becomes less efficient. There's also evidence that our dopamine levels decrease with age. Dopamine isn't just about feeling good, it's also tied to motivation, novelty detection, and reward. Lower dopamine may lead to a sense of sameness, routine, and again, that contributes to time feeling like it's speeding up. Some researchers have even looked at neuronal firing rates. The idea is that younger brains process more information per second, meaning they live through more perceived moments in the same physical amount of time. It's like watching a movie in slow motion versus fast forward. The younger brain sees more frames, more detail, and so time feels slower. Of course, not everything comes down to biology. The culture and lifestyle we live in also shape our time perception. In many modern societies, we're taught to measure life in achievements, jobs, degrees, promotions, milestones. Once those are ticked off, life can start to feel like it's on rails. Plus, we live in an era of constant digital distraction. Social media, emails, 24/7's news, we're always plugged in, but rarely present. That makes days blur together and time feel compressed. In contrast, people who live more slowly, think rural cultures, retirees, or those who spend a lot of time in nature, often report a slower perception of time. So now the big question: can we actually slow down our perception of time? So, no, time isn't literally speeding up. But our experience of time changes dramatically based on how we live, what we notice, and what we remember. The good news? You have some control over it. By being more present, seeking out the new and the meaningful, you can slow things down, or at least make life feel fuller. Time flies. But you can be the pilot. Yes, to some extent. Here are a few science-backed strategies to help you feel like you're living a longer, richer life. Seek novelty. Try new hobbies, travel somewhere different, take a new route to work. Novel experiences create strong memories. Be mindful. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can help you stay present, which stretches time in the moment. Limit autopilot. Mix up your routines. Even small changes can jolt your brain into paying more attention. Document your days, journaling, photography, or even short video blogs help capture daily details that would otherwise blur. Practice gratitude. Focusing on what you're grateful for actually makes you more aware and appreciative of the present. Connect with others. Deep, emotional experiences with people tend to leave lasting impressions. Strong memories equal a richer time experience. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more mind-expanding content. Got your own time theories? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear. Thanks for watching. And until next time, make every second count.